my name's Deanndra, and I'm here to talk to you guys today about depression and how it affects people in college. College is supposed to be a fun experience about finding yourself, meeting new friends, doing new activities, but every once in a while, everyone experiences a bad day. For some of us, those bad days can cripple us and have us not be able to function in a normal life. 44% of college students report having feelings of depression, and this is according to the associate editor of the World Psychology website. Today we're going to learn a little bit more about depression among college students, as well as how we can cope with it. First, let's start with the basics. Depression, according to the Mayo Clinic, is a medical illness that occurs, and it has a persistent feeling of sadness, as well as a loss of interest. Symptoms include, but it's not limited to, feelings of sadness or hopelessness, easily being irritated, loss of interest or pleasure in normal activities, reduced sex drive, excessive sleeping or insomnia, changes in appetite, restlessness, fatigue, feelings of worthlessness, trouble concentrating, making decisions, unexplained physical problems. So this would be pain in the back, neck, shoulders, joints that you can't really find a cause to, and random crying spells. Types of depression, according to the National Institute of Mental Health, include major depression, dysmic disorder, minor depression, and bipolar disorder. Major depression interferes with a person's ability to work, sleep, study, eat, or enjoy life. Sometimes it only occurs once in a lifetime, but a person can have many episodes of major depression. The second type of depression is dysmic disorder. It's a long-term disorder that normally lasts over 2 years. The symptoms may not be as severe as major depression, but it can disable someone from having a normal life and feeling happy. People who suffer from dysmic disorder often have episodes of major depression. The third type of depression is minor depression. This happens to people who are having symptoms for 2 weeks or longer, but they don't meet the full criteria of major depression. But without treatment, they can lead to major depression. The first type of minor depression is psychotic depression, and this happens to people who suffer from psychosis. And it's a result of having hallucinations or hearing things and feeling depressed about. The second type of minor depression is postpartum depression, and this happens to women who have just given birth to a child and are feeling very overwhelmed being a new mother. They can't connect with the child or bond with the child in any way and causes the woman depression. The third type of minor depression is seasonal affective disorder, also known as SAD, and it's a type of depression that's due to the lack of sunlight. So people normally who suffer from this live in the northern hemisphere, way up there in Alaska, northern Canada, as well as the Pacific Northwest. The fourth type of mental disorder would be bipolar disorder. It's also known as manic depressive illness, and it kind of deals with a person who has extreme highs and extreme lows. So a person will go from being extremely happy, outgoing, fun, always going, to being extremely low. They can't function, they can't leave the house, they can't even get out of bed. Types of depression that are most common in college students would be major depression and bipolar disorder. Some things we can do to cope, according to the Mayo Clinic, include planning ahead to set goals and priorities. This is going to avoid procrastination and put you in control of what's going on in your life. This is going to also alleviate you from a lot of stress. Another thing we can do is participate in activities like sports, clubs, anything to help you get your mind off of schoolwork. Another thing we could do would be seek support from your friends. Friends are there for you. They're there to listen to you, and oftentimes they're going through the same thing you're going through. So talking about it can help you feel like you're not alone and also help your friend. Something else we can do would be relax. Set time to relax. Do jogging, meditation, walking, anything that helps you relax is going to help you get your mind off of everything and focus on you. Also, we're going to want to set some alone time. Everyone needs to be alone. In college, we don't really have that opportunity because we have roommates, we have classmates, people we work with. We're constantly surrounded by people. So we need to set time to be alone so we can set our goals, priorities, relax, anything we need to do to kind of focus on ourselves. And then the final thing we should do is seek professional help. Depression is a real mental disorder, and it requires real professional help to get rid of it and make sure it stays away. In conclusion, depression affects many types of people. It is really, really common in college kids, and it is treatable. I hope that by listening to this presentation, everyone realizes that if they're suffering from depression, they're not alone, and there are ways for you to get help. Everyone deserves to be happy and enjoy college. I hope everyone does that. Thank you so much for listening.